Hi guys, I'm Lily and I'm back. I've had a few weeks where I've not been back to talk crafty stuff with you. So, like I said, I'm Lily, I'm 30, I'm from Cornwall in the UK, where I live with my partner and my 3 crazy tiny humans. I knit, crochet, craft. I craft, that's what I do. I like to make things. But judging by what I've got in front of me, I don't like to finish things. Might be a bit of a problem in my life with that. So I am actually going to start with things that are not finished. And do things that I've started. I have started a lot since I last spoke with you. Like a lot. I'm going to show you the thing that I'd already started. And then everything else I've started and not finished is new. Because apparently I've been on a starting kick. So, the one thing that I started... Oh, there's another thing I need to get out of a bag in a minute. That I've started and I've just got further on is my Crochet Scrappy blanket. I don't know which end is which. And I've lost the hook. Awesome. So, this is... I mean, I'm sat on my bed right now. And this is big, like wider than my bed is. So, I like big blankets. So, it's just a granny stripe. Really random colours. I think I've added a few more rows since I last showed you this. I'm not going to show you every time I film because that'd be boring. But I think I was around like here last time. So I've added a good few inches onto that. But I like scrap projects. Scrap projects make me happy. So that's that. That was the only thing that I was... Oh, found the end. That I was working on last time. I haven't found the hook, so that doesn't help. That I was working on last time that I'm still working on. Right, so let's move that over there. So I don't feel very organised today. It's 20 to 9 and my youngest tiny human has just gone to sleep because he fell asleep in the pushchair coming home from school earlier. That's fun. Right, next is going to be this. So, those of you who've been watching for a while know that I started making myself a cardigan. I almost finished. I had 3/4 of one sleeve done. And I looked at it and went, I don't love you. Which is really hard. So I sat and I ripped it all back. Completely. And I don't think I want chunky cardigans. I think that might be the issue. So now this is the equivalent of 2 balls of James C. Brett Marble Chunky. I have no idea what colour it is because I started a different project with it. But I'm making a scarf. This one I like. It's very like autumnal colours. So it's... Sorry, my lighting is appalling. It's purples and burnt oranges and greens. And this is going to be for my niece. Because she is the most antisocial person I know and travels to college on a bus. And she's got another couple of years of doing that. So, I thought she could have a big, like, old blanket type scarf and hide from people. But it's so soft. And I love it. We might end up with auntie nieces matching scarves. And she'll probably hate that. But there we go. But it is, I mean, she's very, very slim and I'm not. So it'll wrap right around her a few times by the time it's finished and almost like drape. Like a blanket. Because she travels quite far for college every day. So that was a project. Was nearly finished object. And now isn't. So that's got a little while to go on. What's next? Right, so next. I know I showed you that I was going to make emoji like key rings. Completely changed my mind. I'm like, I don't want to do that anymore. I still want that sort of idea. But I'm going to do golden snitches because I'm really into Harry Potter. So I have made a bunch of yellow balls. I'm going to put put them down in front of you. I have made 9, which is kind of annoying. Why would I make 9, not 10? Right, anyway, I've made 9. And all I need to do is make wings and attach the keyring things. But I just put them in the box. I've now got a box that the stuff that I need to show you guys lives in. But as I was finishing these, I was just throwing them in the box and not paying attention. So we now have 9 of these with no wings. So I might have to sit one evening and just make a bunch of wings. It looks like it's got either a nose or a nipple. That'll be the picture. So what's next? I knitted another sock. Another one of those cute little, not Dobby's bookmark. I'm not sure. I can't remember what it's called. It's by Kay Jones from the Bakery Bears. It's a free pattern over on Ravelry. I'll try to tag it and link it down below. But I made another one of those. I can make one of these like in an evening. They are very quick, and I'm a slow knitter. I cast on another pair of socks. It's not got very far. It's on my teeny tiny like circulars, so you can't really see much. This yarn, it's from Ice, and it's baby merino and cashmere. It's really old, like really, really old, a few years old, so I'm not sure if they still have it. So obviously these are going to be house socks, because I'm not going to be wearing baby merino and cashmere in Doc Martin boots, because they're just going to get trashed in like 10 seconds. But I thought I'd make myself a pair of these. But yeah, not much to see. I'm not sure. I've got a couple balls of this, so I'm not sure if I'm actually going to make quite long socks for the winter. I don't know. I'll see how I feel on that one. Right, what next have I got to show you? I have some of these, which just photos on me. Don't look like anything. And actually, they're nearly finished. All I need to do is sew a button on. And they are going to be cable tidies. I'm looking to see if I've got a cable beside me. Right. So you'd just wrap the cable and then put it in a cozy, and then it's got a buttonhole. And obviously that'd be like for headphones, not just cables. So I thought they'd be cute. So I've got that one. Again, just needs a button, because I'm the expert of not finishing stuff right now. That one, the same again. And that one, looks the same again. That's a bit wider than that one. That's a smaller one. There's a wider one. But I seem to be the queen of not finishing things this week. Or this couple of weeks. I started making... Right, you might get points if you can actually tell what that is without me telling you. Again, it's just... I need to sit down and have a couple of finishing days, I think. So this needs a horn and hair and a tail. And it will be a bookmark. I am looking around to see if I've got a book that I can put it in to show you. One moment. Because I think I confiscated a book off my child before he went to bed. So there might be a book. There is. Lurking in my bag. I don't mind him reading in bed, but he stays up so late. So it goes like that, and it's got his little feet poking out the bottom, and his head poking out the top. It looks like a squashed unicorn. He's reading Emily Snicket, which is cool. So that's that. Again, it just needs finishing. Do you know, I don't have an issue sewing in ends. Apparently I have an issue sewing things on though right now. I just don't want to be doing that. Right, one more thing that I just need to sit down and finish. I think it's just, they're not big projects. It's not as though I've got to sit down and do a lot. This one's actually still got active stitches on, which just fell off. 1 second. Let me just, crochet that back in. Right. See, now I'm crocheting and talking to you. So I've started a mug cozy. So obviously I need to go a few more rounds to go around on that to make it wide enough. And then I don't know whether to join it and have it be like one that you just slip on, or to actually or to sew on buttons and have like a loop, so then you can have it on like a normal mug with a handle. I don't know. Right, is that all of my unfinishedness? No, there's more. This one is almost finished. This I sat down and done today because, do you know what? Beanies, I love making beanies. This one fits my 3-year-old perfectly. The dude has a big head. But, to pom or not to pom? That is the question. And that, actually, in the comments, comment please, like, to put pom or no pom, and like a colour. I'm thinking white, because I like white poms, or grey, or maybe gold. Could he be a Hufflepuff? Not a Hufflepuff. Gryffindor. Because this is like a burgundy. It's not showing up very well, but it is a burgundy. So with a golden pom, just borrow a ball of yarn and use that as a pom. Does that look? That looks quite cool actually. That might be how this works. I don't know. But apparently I've been making hats a lot because I've made another one of these blue hats. I am slightly in love with making these. And this is quite a slouchy fit one, which is really nice. And I can't wait for autumn and winter. I do not enjoy summer, apparently. It's not fun for me. Hay fever, and it's warm and muggy, and I don't like it. And I live in the UK, so it rains. The rain's warmer, but it's still raining. That one, I know I shouldn't complain because like there's people that have it really, really hot. So blue hat, green hat. This screams slithering at me, which is my house. But it is still like this grey is amazing, and green and more grey at the bottom. And I thought, you know, why not? So we're not having our school's not having a summer fete this year, but I think where I go to a craft, well, I go to my knit and natter might be having one because it's a cafe. So I think they might be having one, which would be nice. I don't match in snood. So the snood matches the hat. I thought that was quite a cute set. I want to make some like gauntlets, wrist warmers, gloves with no fingers, fingerless mitts. Sorry, yeah, it's been a long week and we're only on Wednesday. I've made another neck warmer. I found a ball of this in the yarn stash. I have actually sorted through all my yarn stash. And yeah, I found colours that I didn't know existed. Like this, almost, it's not showing up. It's highlighter orange. So this colour. And I made a puff, is it no, I don't know. I'd call this a puff stitch, but it actually looks more like a granny stitch hat. But and then with front post, back post at the bottom. And this is quite slouchy. I like slouchy hats. I think slouchy hats are my favourite thing. And this one's not going to have a pom. I think on my hats, which are just a plain solid stitch, I like pom-poms. But when the hat itself has interest, I think a pom-pom just adds like too much. But this I like. And it's not showing anywhere near the colour. Oh, hello finger. Anywhere near the colour. Right. one last finished thing. Sorry, wrong side. It's a keyring. It's a pom-pom keyring. This is counting as a finished thing because it's what I do. I really enjoy making pom-poms. I might, actually, if you guys would be interested, I might make a video on pom-poms. Right, I've got 2 more things to show you. One thing, well, it's a collection of things, this one thing. So, it's coming up to end of school for us in the UK. I know that in the States you guys are finished, but ours don't really finish, and well, where we live, don't finish until the end-ish of July, and then they go back in September. So I've got 3 boys that all do, they're all in different years at school. So I've got one in preschool, and then one who's in the foundation class, which is year F. I don't know what that is in the States, but he's 5. So it's his first year of like proper school. And then one in year 4. So that's his 5th year of proper school. So I'm going to make their little teachers. My partner brought these home from Poundland. And I'm going to make cacti for his teachers. Aren't they sweet? So he bought me... How many has he bought me? He's bought me loads. It's 10 in a pack, and he's bought me 2 packs. Because obviously preschool, they have a lot of adults down there. I think there's at least like 5 or 6 maybe. These don't take me very long, so I thought it'd be quite sweet. But I didn't want to crochet pots for them to sit in, because I don't think I'm very good at that. So I've done... How many have I done? I've done 4. These are like little pickles. Look at those. This one's got its flower put on it already. See, isn't that sweet? How sweet is that? And that one. That was quite chunky next to the others. So I've done 4 of them. They're there. They're looking sweet. So I thought they'd be quite nice little teacher gifts. And what I'm planning on doing is making a brown drawstring bag, attaching these actually to the base of them, filling them with sweets, and then popping them in the pot like that. So the sweets hold it up, the brown will look like soil. I'm sorry if you can hear any noise outside. People are being insane at nearly 9 o'clock at night outside my house. Ugh. But yeah, so it'll look like that. Excuse the chip nail varnish, but that's who I am as a person right now. Like that. No. So that is an ongoing thing. It's not going to be an ongoing thing for too long, because I think I only have like 4 more weeks of school. So that's I need to get my butt in gear and do it sort of thing. Right. I have 2 acquisitions, which, let's find them, are these. So they're $1.99 from B&M. They're both the same. Exactly the same. Try and get you to be able to see. So it's like a white core that runs all the way through, but there's like a blue thread wrapped around it, and then a pink, and then there's a more pastel pink. And that's it. Right, they are being really noisy outside, so I am going to go, because I can guarantee that a child will be woken up at any point. Oh, and I say that and they stop. Brilliant. I am going to apologise if this is really, really, really babbly. But I went to the doctor last week because I've had some pain in my foot. I say some pain. I've had a lot of pain in my foot, which was an issue. And I had a golf ball sized lump come up at the back of it. Those of you on my personal Facebook know this and know where this is going. But I've been diagnosed with Achilles tendonitis, and he was quite surprised that I'm still walking and still active on it. I'm a mum, I don't have a choice. Like, I can't afford a nanny to look after the kids, so I have to keep going. But he has put me on quite strong anti-inflammatories and painkillers, which make me a bit babbly. And I haven't long taken it because I don't like taking painkillers while the boys are awake, because I don't feel, not that I feel like doped up, that's ridiculous, but I don't feel like, I feel a bit hazy, and I don't like feeling like that. But that's why I feel this is like really babbled. Hopefully it makes some sort of sense and I haven't just babbled on for like 20 minutes completely incoherently. But that is it. I hope that everyone is having a great week. I hope that everyone's crafting. I want you guys to let me know about pom-pom for burgundy hat, to pom or not to pom, and colours. Because, you know, help me out. Because if you make decisions, I can just like say, yeah, no, I want what the people said. If I make decisions, I'm like, yeah. But he's at an age where he doesn't destroy pom-poms, which is quite nice. And I make my pom-poms quite tight. I've not had any fall to pieces. And I'm about to start making elf hats soon, because the Christmas season of making is here. Oh, that's what I was going to say to you. I remembered. See, the brain's hilarious. My birthday's coming up. My birthday's in August. And I am actually considering for my whole birthday... Oh, sorry, you had an earthquake. I'm considering for my whole birthday month doing... What's it called? Is it Vlogust? Yeah, it must be Vlogust. I can't even say it. I'm going to vlog in August. And I'm actually going to try to vlog every day. I don't know if that's actually going to happen or not, because obviously it's the summer and all 3 boys will be at home. And my partner's home for the first 2 weeks of August, which is nice and rare, because he works like 50 hours a week to make ends meet. Isn't it fun? But they're probably going to be like 5 minutes of me babbling. I don't know if you guys want to watch that. Do you want to watch me babble for 5 minutes every day for a whole month? But I don't know, I might try and do some live videos at the same time as doing that. I like the idea right now of doing, obviously not right this second, doing a live video. But please let me know what you think. Right, that is it. I am going. I love you all, and goodbye.